excited to be here today. I am Shannon Stafford, your host, Stafford Services, owner and director of services. We are just so beyond excited. We're thankful. Our first talk show today, we're going to talk about Let's Talk Real Estate. We're so grateful for our panel here today, and we're going to allow them to introduce themselves. We thank God for our station here, WGNM, Rip Kinley, and Queen Esther Network. So we're just blessed to be here to talk about real estate. Throughout the Bible, we know that real estate is an important subject, and we're just grateful that we have some experts here in the audience and on our panel today to talk about real estate. And disclaimer, we are not attorneys, but we are experienced realtors selling real estate. I think it's about 40 years almost of experience sitting right here with us. So we're going to allow our panelists to introduce themselves, the company they work with and serve in the community. We'll start with Minister Paris.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Shannon. I'm so happy to be here with you today. My name is Miriam Paris, and unbeknownst to many, I am a real estate agent of over 20 years now. And currently I am with Gateway Realty Professionals.
Awesome.
My broker is here with me today, and I'm really excited about us being here today to talk about real estate, because like you said, the Bible does address real estate.
Yes.
There's a scripture in Psalms that says, under all is the earth.
That's it.
And that is what we are experts in, and I thank you for having me here today.
It's good to have you here today. Thank you.
All right. Hi, I'm Arizona White. I am the broker owner of Gateway Realty Professionals here in Macon, and I'm just really excited to be here to talk about what I love, which is real estate and helping people and educating people about real estate.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
My name is Sandra Tripp. I'm with American Choice Insurance Group, and we're talking about the mortgage protection part of the real estate today, and I'm enjoying just being here today.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are very humbled and grateful that you would come and share your expertise. I'm licensed with Togo House Properties, where we believe in the principles of Jesus Christ, and we also believe in integrity. And our skill sets are not for ourselves. They are to share. We're blessed to be a blessing, and they're to share with everyone that we come in contact with, making a mark that can't be erased. So let's talk real estate. Arizona, Minister White, tell us about Gateway.
Okay. Well, Gateway Realty Professionals, it is a local company here in Macon, started about 5 years ago.
Okay.
I've been in the business for about 11 years, but started this company 5 years ago after working with some other great companies. Gateway is different from other companies in that we are very poised and big on educating the community. We host, every quarter, we host a home buyers boot camp.
Great.
Where we invite people to come in and learn about the real estate process, to understand why it is important to own versus renting.
Right.
And we educate them about not just how to purchase a home, not just what to look for, but the entire process from the mortgage end to the insurance end to inspections, and every aspect of the process is taught to those people that come to our classes. We partner with some other agencies here in Macon, and also talk about budgeting and even credit.
Wow.
So we make sure that people are equipped, that they are educated, and that they understand the real reason behind owning real estate.
Right.
So we're just really excited. I feel that we have the best agents in the business. I mean, Miss Paris, I mean, who could get better than that? And then we've got some other very educated people who have a background not only in real estate, but in insurance as well as in finance. So we have a very diverse team, a very well-educated team that are very compassionate, very professional, and we are experts in what we do.
Awesome, awesome. Miss Paris,
Yes.
you're a big shout out there.
Talk
to us.
Because she's minority owned and operated.
Awesome.
You know, which is really great for our community.
Yeah.
You know, you can, we all have choices. And in this depressed economic state that we're in, you know, or that, you know, they would say that the country is booming, but in your world, how are things going? And that is what you really have to concentrate on. That's what's going on in the world. But, you know, she's independent, minority owned, minority operated, in Arizona is just really tops at what she does. She knows the business, and I've enjoyed working with her and getting to know her as a business person. But that being said, it's a lot that goes on in real estate that people just don't know about. You know, the industry is incredibly attacked at this point because you know you're having these conversations of, oh, why pay your broker this much, and not, you know, and why pay your agent this much. The services that we do are very extensive. Buying a house, which is the single largest purchase generally of a person's lifetime, needs courtship. It needs someone to stand with them and take them through the process. It's not just about signing papers. You need integrity there. You need honesty there. You need someone who's going to look out for you. And I think I mentioned that she's minority owned. So it's good. I just want to say it's good for people to do business with, you know, those that are really striving for excellence, and Gateway does that, you know, and I'm just proud to be with the company.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And Lady Tripp, that's what I like to call you. You bring some expertise in protective. I think in the Bible it talks about a good man leaves an inheritance to his or her children. And so let's talk about the protection insurance a little bit.
Well, in real estate, you don't work hard to get that real estate. You want to protect that for the life unexpected, I call it. You know, we have heart attack, stroke, cancer, or get out of work for whatever reason. You want to be able to protect what you're going to invest in. And I consider real estate is very important, you know, to us, you know, as minorities. So I love talking about it. I talk about it all day. So I'm not going to talk about it all day today. So I'm giving everybody a chance to talk. But I love it because I'm in a part of the industry now of the insurance where living benefits is more important. You know, what happened if something happened to you while you living?
That's right.
You got to think about that. You know, so many people getting cancer, and they have to worry about trying to get healed. But you still have the investment that you want to leave as a legacy. So that's where I come in at, to leave that legacy protected.
That's
and
awesome.
that way you can heal better.
So are you saying, like, if, say someone transitioned unexpectedly, there is something there for a father or a mother to protect the home? Or let's just say if you have a widow and her husband just recently passed away, but she got about 4 kids, would she have to worry about a mortgage under that mortgage protection insurance?
She wouldn't have to worry about that.
So it's like the mortgage will be paid off.
I call it a mind free. You ain't got to worry about transition from out of your home that you've been comfortable with for years. This way you can keep your home, just enjoy raising your kids, enjoy your family, because your husband or your spouse, they left you very well protected.
That is awesome. I like that word that she used, free. Whom the Son set free is free indeed, right?
Amen.
So that's awesome to be mortgage free. You know, don't have to worry about anything. And that's one thing I like about Stafford Services, that we empower people under that umbrella in different aspects of life, and today in that aspect it is about real estate. So Minister White, tell me a little bit about the homebuyer seminars, because you know education is the key.
It is.
Education is the key. Nobody cannot take the education from you. So once you know a thing, you know a thing. You know that you know that you know. So tell me about the homebuyer seminars that you host at your Gateway.
We believe that knowledge is power, and that a lot of people don't know what they don't know. And so we invite them to come in, and we host them for a day, provide them with a meal. And we start with credit and budgeting. We make sure that they understand the importance of having an excellent credit score. We make sure they understand how to budget. So when they're looking to purchase that home, we want you to keep that home and not have to worry about foreclosure. So we show them how to budget to make sure that they're making certain that everything is in place. So we help them with that, and then we move on to the home buying process. So we educate them on what is the first thing that you do. And of course, we tell them the first thing that you do when you think about purchasing a home is call Gateway Realty Professionals. If you get that part right, everything else will go well. Yes. That's right. So that is number one. If you call us, we'll make sure that you're well taken care of. But after that, we do teach them, you know, what it entails. We tell them, if you're going to get a mortgage loan, we're going to connect you with the best lenders in the business that are also going to take care of you, that are tried and true. We don't work with people who don't do business the right way. You get one shot. We believe in doing things with excellence, and those people that we refer our clients to, they also believe in doing things in excellence. So we will help them with that lending process, connect them with a lender that will help them. We'll help them even get in their paperwork to them if they need to. So we are, just as Miriam said, we're not just helping you sign documents, but we're there to hold your hand from the beginning till the end. And at the end, we become family. So we believe in just making sure that people, they have someone to guide and to consult them through the entire process. And that's what we believe. We're professionals. We're not just paper signers. We're not just house showers. We don't show houses. We help you we match you with the right home for you, and we take you through the entire process from A to Z, making sure that everything is done with excellence for you. So we teach them about that entire process. Although we tell them, you don't have to commit that process to memory. We just want you to be educated on the process, because we're going to be here with you to make certain that everything is done well for you. So we help with everything from the lender to the inspectors to even if you've got to get an exterminator or a repair person, we are there from A to Z to make sure that every piece of that puzzle is well taken care of for you.
Awesome. You know, that is so awesome, I tell you, because a lot of people have the myth about realtors or real estate professionals that all we do is show houses. All we do is take you out to eat, or all we do is, you know, sign the papers and get a check. And, you know, so I had the blessed opportunity, not only is Miriam Paris a realtor, and I know that we're here to talk real estate, but she also served as our city council president here in Macon, Georgia. She also served as our state senator for District 26, and currently seats the House of Representatives, District 142, I believe. And so I had a blessed opportunity to ride the district to kind of see the different areas. Can you talk a little bit about, from a legislative standpoint, what you see, where you see it's going, or just, you know, feel free to just share from your heart.
Well, you know, we're still living in an age of lines being drawn, you know, and that's one of the things that I really love about real estate is that, you know, it's illegal to show a person in an area where you think they should live. Right. So those days are gone. Right. And that's one thing I think that anyone that is looking for real estate should rely upon their realtor to do for them. Not just show them where they think that you should live, but also explore other areas of town that maybe that you aren't so familiar with. Maybe you don't have friends living in North Macon, and you don't ever go to North Macon, so you kind of feel like you don't belong there, but we belong everywhere. That's right. And I encourage people to expand their financial portfolio with real estate. Right. Now, real estate is something that there are times when the value goes up, goes down, but it still stays steady enough that it becomes, that you can make it part of the foundation of your financial portfolio. Macon has so many properties that are just on the rolls for, you know, they've been abandoned and such as that. Right. And those properties can be rehabbed. Right, it just takes the right person getting them and realizing what kind of job that's going to take to do that. So I encourage people to participate in real estate. You know, the rims on a car are cute, but they're very they're depreciative, you know what I mean? Their value goes down, you know, or it can break. I don't know where they break, and I never had any before, but I know I'm being funny, but it's serious business. It's like that $5,000 that you put on rims or on something that is going to expire soon could easily be the down payment on real estate. And you don't have to just own one home. You can own several houses. You don't have to stay in the same house for 30 years with the same carpet for 30 years. It's okay to move around, you know, and that's how smart business people do. I mean, we see it all the time. They get in a house, they build up the equity, and the next thing you know, oh, I'm finna
get something else.
And I did say I'm finna. We're gonna make this thing work for us.
That's right.
Your money, you're working for your money, but more importantly, your money should be working for you. And it's able to do that in real estate.
We're going to open up that box. I tell you, we're going to go down this road that she just opened up on investment, you know, because the Bible also talks about, you know, I will give you the power to get wealth. We're always looking somewhere else, so I think money's going to just fall out of the sky, or I am a firm believer that there is money in real estate. We can create our own wealth. God gives us the power to get wealth. He also tells us that he'll give us witty inventions. Now, within the guidelines of the law, about God and man, she talked about those rims. But I was just talking to our tax commissioner the other day, and there's an awesome opportunity in buying properties that are behind on taxes. And believe it or not, OMG, for real. There's land and houses that really exist out there for $5,000 or less right here in our community. They're eyesores. So for those rims that you buy for about $5,000, you might have a home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, whatever. So I really do, I'm excited about where real estate is headed, especially in this area. So let's talk a little bit about investment, and then chime in, Lady Tripp, about the insurance and investment, because I'm not quite sure how that would work as well. So let's hear insurance and investment.
With the insurance, you have investment policies that you can get, and it builds dividends, and that's good for us. And as the years go, when it's time for you to retire, you can retire off that investment.
Awesome.
And you get so much annually. It all depends on what you put in it. And I'll tell people, I don't never want to go into somebody's home and say, well, you need to do this. You know your purse.
Right.
Don't overstep yourself.
That's right.
And then later on, you done lost the investment that you done put in.
Wow.
Do something, start out something that you are comfortable with. As your finances and stuff change, then you change your policy. And a lot of people don't know you can go in and tweak your own policy in your investments. So, you know, think about that. It's hard when I see people, you know, make an investment and then they lose it.
Right, right.
That's all that money gone down the drain.
Wow.
For what? Nothing.
Right.
You know, you got children, you got grandchildren, you a spouse.
Right.
You know, you want to leave it to.
That's right.
You know, think about it first before you try to overstep yourself.
That's awesome. Yeah, and it's a mindset. I think that's where you're going with that. It's a mindset. And I also, you know, I can't help but throw, because, you know, I got a lifestyle. Christianity is a lifestyle for me. It's just not a Bible. It's not a book. It's not a religion. It's a lifestyle. And so once you get into that, God is, he is so mindful, and he cares about every aspect of our lives. He even knows the number of hairs that's on our head. So, you know, giving us everything pertaining to life and godliness. And I'm so grateful and thankful that we have a mindset in this area of real estate, and it has worked for us. And now we want to give back. So share with us, Minister White, a little bit about, even in the renewing of your mind, per se, in the area of investment, that we could share to the audience, you know, about that area.
Okay. Well, one thing I do want to just tell people, that real estate is an excellent investment. When I talk with people, a lot of people want to rent versus buy, and they say, well, it's just easier for me to rent. Well, real estate is a great investment. And I want you to look at it that way. The money that you're putting in rent is paying off someone else's investment. The money that you put in a home that you own is paying off your investment and will allow you to leave an inheritance for your children's children. And so real estate is just a very excellent way to start to build generational wealth. Right. It is one way that you get tax benefits from owning a home. You also get just the pride of owning something. There's no one else making any land. God is the only creator of land.
That's right.
Man can come up with all of these clones and can do all of these things, but they can never create land. Only God can do that. And so let's own a piece of what only God can do, because nobody else anywhere will be able to make any more land. Awesome. And then I want to say this very quickly. When I think about women and real estate, because the majority of my clients are single women.
Wow.
And I get excited about that, because I remember when there was a time when women could not own.
That's right.
They could not own land. They could not own property. Right. As a matter of fact, they were considered property. Right. And so when I think about the Bible, when we look at Numbers 27, the 5 daughters of Zelophehad, they fought for their inheritance. They said, we want this land that belonged to our father. No, we're not men, but we want this inheritance. And so I encourage people, even if you are a single woman, we can go back to the Bible days and see where those sisters were fighting for us to have the opportunity to own land. And so this is the opportunity for you to have something that is yours. Even the secular song that says, God bless the child that has its own. Everybody needs to have something. And we look back over history, and we see that everybody wants a piece of the American pie. Right. Everybody wants to live up to that American dream. Right. Well, this is your opportunity to have a piece of that pie when you own land. Awesome. And as Miriam said, not just one house, but you can buy multiple. And the benefit is you can rent that property out, and that can become your revenue. Right. And the Bible talks about streams, and I believe in streams of income.
That's it.
So that when one stream dries up, you have another stream that is available. And so if you have land and if you have rental property, you're getting streams of income that's going to be profitable for you now, but then when you leave that land to your children, it becomes an inheritance for them.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Miriam, tell us a little bit about your experience in investment, or do you get calls on investing, or?
Yeah, we do get a lot of people interested in investing in Macon, because the prices are so well here. You take my house. I live in a small home. It's an old house. And that house would, if you put it in Atlanta, it would quadruple in value.
That's true.
So people around the state know Macon is a great place for real estate.
Low-hanging fruit, I heard.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, there are 2 things I wanted to say. Since we're quoting Bible verses, I'm going to go ahead and show my hand. So it said that there were 5 wise and 5 foolish virgins, right? It's 5 foolish. They waited until the last minute.
All right.
Don't be like the foolish virgins.
That's right.
They waited until the last minute to get their credit right? They saw a house that they wanted, but then when they went to get it, they couldn't get it because the credit wasn't right. So these boot camps that this minority-owned business has quarterly really will help you for that day when you're riding down the street one day and you see your dream house and you're like now I'm talking about your baby dream house. Now you have many dream houses. There's levels to it. You see your dream house and you're like, oh my God, I want that house. I think God is pointing me in this way. Be ready.
Be ready.
Be ready. Don't wait until the last minute, because I've worked with people and it's taken us a year and a half to get them credit ready.
And I think sometimes they have lease to purchases for that.
They do have lease to purchases, but they generally don't work out.
Right.
However, I want to encourage people to do business.
Be ready.
And be ready. Get your business in order and just be ready. The other thing I want to say is this. Minorities need to do business with minorities. Everybody got a cousin or an auntie or somebody that's doing real estate, okay? So when it comes to Black agents doing business, we are scrambling trying to get, people to trust us enough to let us do business with them. There's a company in Macon that has hired no Black agents since their inception. and they do tons of black business.
Wow.
This is a mine that you have to watch out for.
Wow.
They took the same real estate test I did.
Wow.
They took the same real estate courses you did. Wow. They're no better at doing it than we are.
Wow.
So, you know, when it comes to a $500,000 house, oh, you're going to go to this company. No, you're not.
Wow.
No, you're not. You're going to go to people that are going to have your back and that you can trust.
Well, I'll tell you,
and
we are so blessed,
that's where we are.
You know, to be able to have this expertise and experiences. And so that sounds like a whole nother show. We are going to have a ball, I tell you. So if you could take, Sandra, probably about 30 seconds and let people know how to get in contact with you.
You can contact Sandra Tripp with the American Choice Insurance Group. We're at 144 New Street, Suite number 5. My number is 478-297-2677. I do a wide range of investment policies, from mortgage protection to annuity, and also do some health. So contact me.
Thank you. Minister White, can we let the audience know how to contact you?
Sure. I'm Arizona White, the broker and owner of Gateway Realty Professionals. We're located at 555 Poplar Street in downtown Macon. You can reach us by phone at 478-250-9595. You can also reach us online at www.gatewayrealtypros.com. We're also on social media under Gateway Realty Professionals.
Awesome. Miriam Paris.
I'm Miriam Paris, and I am a realtor with Gateway Realty Professionals. All of the information that Arizona just gave out is how you can reach me also. I'm on Facebook. You can, everybody post messages me anyway, so feel free, have at it. I'm open to do business. I don't just do legislative work, because we know government doesn't pay. Real estate does, and I look forward to working with you.
Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. I'm so grateful, so honored, and very excited about what the Lord is doing in you guys' lives and my life and the public. We're all energetic and excited about servicing the public. And Lady Tripp, I want to thank you so much for joining us today and sitting with us and sharing your wealth of knowledge. Minister Arizona White, just a phenomenal woman that is a mover and a shaker in this community. And our rep, Miriam Paris, all hometown girls. I am Shannon Stafford. You can reach us at 478-951-4655, shannonstafford.org. Thank you for joining us.